Hello everyone.
Hello. Welcome to another MSI Insider live stream.
Yeah, it's been a while for me.
Yeah, so my kid, what was all the delay about?
Oh yeah, some technical difficulties. Let's call
not
it
difficulties,
that.
challenges.
yeah. Okay, so there are some things that I when streaming with other colleagues, there are some things that I don't need to take care of, and because Eric and Peter on a holiday, I had to take care of it, and for me it was a new.
And everything goes wrong when my kid has to take care of stuff.
Sorry guys. So that's why we are a little bit later.
Luckily you had me as a plan B, because my kid wanted to silence you guys on YouTube, I noticed. Total censorship.
No.
So if you're watching on YouTube and your chat is not working, press F5 please, because it should be enabled now. And then please let us know so we can check if we can see your chat messages as well. At least we can definitely see Twitch. Welcome everyone. Is there a possibility of an MSI gaming trackball? Have you tried playing a shooter with a trackball? That's like close to impossible. I tried it once, it was very difficult.
Nikhil, could you make the chat a little bit bigger because my eyes are
my
worse.
Goodness, my kid.
Hey,
you're wearing your glasses, right?
I need to get new glasses. I haven't had time yet.
You need an upgrade.
Yeah, I need an upgrade. Well, I might go with lenses, so.
Well, luckily, today's topic is a very large monitor.
Yeah, so I can see everything. That's perfect.
So, my kid, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about our ultra-wide, but also 240 hertz on that thing.
Damn.
Yeah, this is perfect for the people that always wanted to have 240 hertz. Not that many on the market right now, but yeah, I have that beautiful monitor. So right
ultra-wide,
here.
240 hertz OLED.
Yep.
Gonna be a good stream today.
QD-OLED.
QD-OLED even.
So
okay.
The colors are sublime. But yeah,
I'm
sorry
quickly
guys
gonna
if you
try
can hear me.
if I can arrange that we can also see YouTube chat.
But sorry if you can hear me cough all the time. I've been sick since last week. Been sick since TwitchCon actually. I think I might have gotten the flu or whatsoever.
Well, I was on TwitchCon with you, but I was fine.
Yeah, maybe my immune system is just a little bit weak. But not just that, I also had some stomach issues, and it was a little bit annoying. I prefer to go to work instead of being sick at home.
Can't imagine.
With the pain and everything. I actually thought, when is the last time that I felt this bad? And it's been a while, so. But everything is out. I only have some.
You feel well again?
Yeah, I only have like some what do you call it, phlegm in my throat. I need to cough out a little bit sometimes, but for the rest, nothing. There's nothing wrong with me.
So to all the watchers, he will do that in your ears. So be aware.
Yeah, you hear this, I think, quite often this stream. Luckily, I don't have a penalty that Michiel had with Eric with AI. We don't have
with the
that
coins,
thing.
that was perfect.
Yeah, that was perfect. Perfect topic and a perfect penalty.
Hello, welcome everyone in YouTube chat. So everything should be working now. I see messages coming in. Monkit, I don't see them in the overall chat, so I have a separate split screen for you.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Can you read this? Just quickly checking.
Not really.
No, a little bit bigger for you, old man?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Much better.
Is that better?
Yeah, guys. So my eyes, they got worse in the last 3 years, I think. I haven't changed my glasses for like 3 to 4 years.
We have our colleagues from MSI Benelux in the chat. Whole team got hit with the flu. Yeah. Except Mike, good. God level immune. Yeah. Indeed.
Funny thing is that at home I am like patient zero, because.
So did you guys all hug at TwitchCon? That all of you got sick and I got nothing.
I don't know, because. No, I don't know. I mean, we talk with each other. We even shared food.
McKellen says Mike must have given it.
I think that might have been it.
Yeah.
I think Mike was like patient zero, and then we all got sick.
Well, I didn't get sick myself. As
yeah, exactly. It's not possible, even with a God level immune system. It was the candy I was passing to everyone. Well, that might be it.
I think I have more of that candy.
No, that could be it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was eating that candy as well.
I had a bit of it as well. I was fine.
Oh, okay. No, never mind then.
But luckily, with today's stream, it's all social distance proof. So no one will get sick.
He's sitting
and
all
we
the way
still
in the
get
back,
to
so it's
enjoy each
fine.
other's company. By the way, Monkit, did you already announce today's giveaway?
No, today's giveaway is that way. It's a Steam code. You can go to msi.com/2/insider and you can enter the giveaway and have a chance of winning a Steam code. So don't forget to do that if you want to win. No, have a chance at winning a Steam code.
Exactly, exactly.
But let's get right to it.
I think you said our bot in YouTube was broken, right?
Yeah. No.
Because usually we have our bot putting the
Normally we have the
giveaway in the
link
chat
there.
once every 5 minutes,
Yeah.
but I think now it doesn't work. So, of course I'm not logged in into the right one. I will... But I don't think I can paste links with this. Or can I?
I think you can, right?
You have your notebook here.
Mankid,
Are you logged in into the MSI?
Don't blame on the screen, Skeets. It's not like that. I don't even game that much anymore. That's the problem.
I'm quickly disappearing. Okay.
Hmm?
Are you logged in into the MSI Gaming YouTube?
Oh, yep.
If you... Monkit will quickly log in, because then we will paste in the message and then I can pin it there. So our YouTube viewers can also use a direct link to the Steam giveaway. If you already want to sign up, just go to msi.com/2/insider.
Yes, I am.
You should be good to go.
That's what she said. Okay, sorry. Had to make that joke.
Behave, Monkit.
Oh, right. Family friendly. Sorry, guys.
Or we will give you the flu again. Watch out.
I won't get sick again. Knock on cotton. Not sure if that's quite as effective, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, of course, my laptop is doing an update right now.
Of course. It always does.
Of course, it's always
That's
like
the thing with Windows as well. Like when you're in a hurry, when you don't have time for an update, then it's hello, Microsoft.
Wait, have you ever
update coming
seen
through.
this movie or video where they're trying to save the Earth from like a rocket or something, or from like a
And then they get a
collision?
Windows update.
And then they would say like, "Shut! There's a Windows update." And then they're like, "Damn you, Microsoft!" I don't know which movie that was, but
At home, I don't have the automatic updates switched on. I always do it manually, because I don't want it to interfere with my schedule. But unfortunately, our IT department forces updates upon us.
oh, so it's
Maybe
called
pretty
Space
good.
Force. Okay, okay.
I think our bot is actually working in the YouTube chat now. I see
is?
the link popping up.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So I don't even need to do.
But you can still pin the message.
Yeah.
Are you logged in? So today we're going to talk about this monitor, but we're also going to play a game. So, Monkit, what was your plan in terms of gaming?
Valorant. 'Cause
Valorant.
I've seen it appear quite some time, and I thought, why not?
I tried this game
40
when it
hertz.
launched, I think, here on stream, and that's probably the last time I played Valorant. So,
I used to
curious
play
how that will go.
Valorant quite often, but not anymore. Don't like the tactical shooter. Well, I don't like tactical shooters that much anymore. So.
I heard
okay.
your voice, Monkit, so I think it's working.
I know. And then I'll pin this pin message. There we go. All right.
All good, YouTube?
All right, let's go. I'll just put this here for now. Okay. So,
Unboxing time.
unboxing time. This thing is huge.
It's going to be a big unboxing.
Yeah, this thing is just like with the previous Ultrawide. Ultrawide is just not.
I was waiting for Chad to say that's what she said when you said this thing is huge. Come on, Chad. Have to be quicker with that.
Oh well. You know what? I'm gonna do it this way so that you can all see the insides.
I hope that's not what she said.
I thought you said it's a family friendly.
Oh yeah,
live
family
stream.
friendly. Sorry, Phil.
Just like with
Sorry, underage viewers.
just like with our recent monitors, it's all a toolless design, so you don't need any tools to hook it up. So it's perfect. I think we're going into the right direction with that. Hey, somebody said Netherlands is
Yeah,
going
yeah,
down
my kid.
tonight.
I was just wanted to ask you: are you still logged in into the YouTube account? Can you ban Beantown Review, please?
No, I can't. There's no censorship.
Well, you disabled the YouTube chat
Hey,
initially, so what
hey.
do you mean no censorship?
It happened. It was a mistake. So as you can see, this is like in the length how big it is. Yeah, it's crazy. I personally I don't even think I have the desk space for this because I put my PC on my desk. So
I see you're already invading my personal space with the monitor stand.
oh right.
You're in my bubble.
When do you plan on launching the Monster Hunter Special Edition gear? Soon, but we'll talk more about it in an upcoming live stream actually about it. So stay tuned.
We'll not only talk about it.
Excuse me?
We will not only talk about
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna show it. Oh, this thing's heavy. Oh, I think I have my workout.
Do you even lift, bro?
I haven't lifted since I moved, so. Well, actually, I did lift. I lifted
decided.
during the move.
There we go.
Wait, don't worry.
I'm in
don't
my
worry.
corner.
I'll remove the box and then we'll have more space for you again. So, with this monitor, you have the cables that you need. So no additional cables are needed. You can find everything inside the box. So you also have HDMI 2.1 where you can actually run this monitor on 240 hertz.
Of course, if your graphics card also supports HDMI 2.1.
Yeah.
Important
but then
detail.
again, I assume that people that buy this monitor have quite a beefy graphics card to support
You know what
it.
they say, right? Assumption is the mother of all. But we have to keep it family friendly, so we won't finish that one.
Yeah. What generation of OLED is it? It's actually not the newest gen, so this still follows the old pixel layout. Might be a problem for people that are planning to do that are tending to use this for productivity, because text might be a little bit blurry.
This looks interesting on the close-up. I think it's a reflection. Looks like purple almost.
Yeah, no, that's what you get if you shine light on it, but in the dark, it's fully dark.
Yeah, you can see quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
And we can even see the rest of the studio. So it's not completely matte.
No, don't show them. I'm just kidding.
Hey, chat, you see that in the reflection? That's you. Say hi to yourself.
Hey guys, can you read the chat?
My kid, I can already see your hamburger fingers on the screen. Like,
But
really?
yeah, I mean, screens like this, they're quite easy to. You can easily see your.
Oh, Monkey, you have to turn
fingerprint.
it to the monitor again. So set play, place VR, can see the raw message. Oh, that's also a big glossy on the back.
Yeah.
Ah, there you can see it.
And sorry for the reflection of the green screen. So it looks like the monitor
Oh, it's great
is
for chroma key.
see-through.
Let's switch to that one. Works better.
Yeah. So this is actually not Gen 1. This is more like Gen 2, 2.5. So this is not Gen 3. So that's not the newest, like with the 4K and 240 hertz or the 1440p 360 hertz. This one is an older panel, but nevertheless
For OLED standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nevertheless, still amazing, and it still has the OLED 2.0 features. Stand hides VESA mounting. Yeah, it does. If you remove the stand, you can VESA mount it. So, and you also get screws inside the box that help you mount. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the monitor. I'm gonna hook it up to the PC that I'm using. Of course, I'm using a 4090. I don't think people
What
are
kind
surprised.
of PC are you using?
The Trident X2.
Trident X2.
It's our pre-built, which is a beast of a PC actually.
So you were like, oh, we're gonna play Valerant, let's take a 4090 for that.
Yeah.
Because you definitely need that for Valorant.
Because with a 4090 I can get like 800, 900 FPS.
Yeah. That's
Which-
even
which should
overkill
be
for
enough.
a 240 Hz monitor.
But that should be enough, right?
Because it's also running an i9, right?
Yeah. i9, I think 3900K.
Okay. Mayakin's asking, but can it run Minesweeper? That's a good question.
Oh, Minesweeper. I don't think we even have it.
Would you also
So-
have like that?
So can we
Layout.
run it? No, because we don't have it.
Because you would get more mines in width than you would get with a normal monitor.
Actually, I don't know.
We have like special Minesweeper maps for 21:9 monitors.
Question: the rear monitor has the Dragon logo. I am what? I am deaf? Huh?
Yes, I think in fact Tom watches with subtitles on, with automatically generated subtitles. The Dragon logo doesn't light up, I think. Does it, Monkey? On the back of the monitor.
Well, the thing is, I'm actually not sure if I have a marketing sample or if I have a mass production sample. That's the thing, because I heard that internally there was something going on with the sample that I got, and some of them had to be sent back, but I didn't get a message, so I just kept it. So this actually might be an engineering sample.
Okay. But I don't think the Dragon is usually illuminated, right?
It is on the 4K monitor, so maybe if I turn it on, then it... Oh wait, of course. I didn't even have the power connected.
That may help. Well, without a power connection, it's definitely not illuminated.
Give me a minute, guys. I was sick, so my brain cells have also been affected, apparently.
Excuses.
No, these are not excuses. I'm
Always turn the power connector twice, like USB, and then it fits.
I'm
Monkit,
practically calling myself dumb.
Monkit, did you notice that you broke the camera for a brief moment there?
And then I also need... this.
Kenneth says needs power, McFly. I think he's sending 1.21 gigawatts into that monitor.
Okay, let's turn it on. And let's see.
NRT says wireless power is the next generation, Monkit.
Is there RGB? I don't think so.
No, I don't think this model has RGB.
I don't think this model has RGB.
It can display RGB with pixels.
You can add RGB strips.
Why would you do that?
What?
That would completely ruin the design if you stick RGB.
No.
Don't you think that's ugly to like manually add RGB?
I actually think...
I think that looks terrible.
I think it's an acquired taste.
Sticking stuff manually in the
Just
back
with,
of a monitor
like,
is not
just
an
with,
acquired taste. That's
you know,
just
with
ugly.
like some, you know, like with some TVs where you can just they have like these strips on the side. I have it at home.
I think that's already ugly, but that's still embedded inside the casing of the TV, right?
Yeah, but you don't see the back anyways.
Chat, what do you think? Sticking LED strips on the back, good idea or bad idea? We'll let chat decide who's right or not.
I'm just saying, ambient lighting is quite nice.
NRT is on my team.
Bad?
Oh, bad.
on.
See?
Oh, wait.
Thank you, chat.
We have one. I like colors. Good idea. Okay. Two.
Okay, some are on your team. But so far,
here.
the majority is on my team.
RGB is FPS. Yeah, see?
Yeah, Benelux team knows what it's at.
Isn't that just what Philips is? Hey, coincidentally, I have a Philips TV at home. So
Everyone makes mistakes. Okay, let me go to your capture. There we go.
There we go. It is connected on both ends.
And as you can see, the capture is also in ultra-wide, so we do have some black bars because our stream is, of course, in 16:9.
Yep.
And Monkit's monitor is in 21:9 aspect ratio.
RGB for sure. RGB, I put it on yesterday. See how many people love RGB.
Okay. You still do have some people on your team who would also stick
my
an RGB strip on the back of the
disappear?
monitor.
I had RGB on my mouse, on my keyboard, and it's all gone.
All your RGB is gone.
I lost FPS.
What did you do to all your RGB?
Maybe I can find out in MSI Center.
Maybe it was switched off then.
Oh no.
Could have been that I've used the system before.
No to RGB, save life, folks. Oh, well. No, I keep my RGB. Oh, come on. Mystic Light. You know what? Screw it.
No RGB? You're
No.
just gonna lose the FPS because you only had 800
Man, I
or
already
900.
have
anyway.
900, so why even bother? All right. So, of course, you guys want to know what this monitor is all about, of course. So, I've prepared a PowerPoint for you guys to show you the favorite data of mine.
Monkit is going to hold a special presentation
No,
for you.
actually, it's not special at all.
No?
No.
That
Okay.
sounded like you were starting your presentation in high school. I prepared a PowerPoint for you guys. Love it.
How do you calibrate such screen? You can use a Kalman calibrator to calibrate your screen, but that does require you to buy an additional tool. So
Yeah, you need the physical sensor for it, and you also need the software license for it. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
But that way you
And,
can indeed calibrate it.
also, there are people that actually calibrate and put the information online, so you might be able to find information online. But if you want everything to be as accurate as possible, it's best if you calibrate it yourself, because there might be small differences between each monitor.
But it's also factory calibrated, right?
Yeah, it is. And with, I think, most of the monitors, I don't have the outer box anymore, because I used this monitor before for work-related stuff. But there's also like a calibration report. So can you just do factory reset? If you do a factory reset, then you have to recalibrate it. So
No, but you can also use the pre-calibration by doing a factory reset.
Yeah.
And you can, for example, select specific color profiles that you, for example, want for specific programs.
So one of the differences, if you compare this to the other MPG monitors of the OLED lineup, is the power delivery actually. So this one has a 98 watt, while the 4K and the 1440p has 90 watts. So that means, for the people that are not familiar with power delivery, you can actually pretty much connect this to a work laptop. I wouldn't connect this to a like a gaming laptop, because the graphics card needs more. It needs more than 98 watts to actually.
I think our gaming laptops, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't use power delivery yet, I think.
If I remember, there was one.
Yeah, is there one?
Yeah, I think there's only one.
And that, of course, has to do with the fact that if you have a discrete graphics card in your gaming notebook, that will consume more power.
Yeah.
So we usually have like the
You have a
more
power
old school
brick.
power bricks with those. But if you have like a more business oriented notebook, so think about a modern series notebook, stuff like that, they can usually do.
So that means
Using
that you
power
don't
delivery.
even need the power brick, and you can just hook the screen up to a laptop with USB-C. And the cable does need to be able to support power delivery, because if it does not work with any other USB-C. But sorry for all the coughing. There's still a lot of slime there.
Zach Tom is asking, Mike, does the monitor have option of gas spring holder? With the VESA mount you can, so then yes. But it would require a separate gas spring VESA mount for it. But then you can do it, because it indeed it does support VESA mounting. You have to take the original stand off, and then you can mount it on a different stand of your liking.
Yeah. But yeah, just with the other MPG monitors, you have a VESA certified clear rating of 13,000, meaning that motion clarity on this monitor is just actually at the top I don't think I know any monitors with a higher rating than this. But it has to do with the fact that it's OLED, and also because it's 240 hertz. And just like with our other OLED monitors, it has a 3 years burn-in warranty, meaning, let's say you do have a burn-in issue, it falls under the warranty, so you can just return it and MSI will take care of it.
So did you use this specific monitor at home?
No, the one I use at home is the 360 hertz one and the 1440p.
And can you already see the Pornhub logo in the corner, or no burn-in yet?
I think it's the YouPorn logo. No, no, but I actually do use.
Oh, sorry, family-friendly stream. Apologies.
I actually do use the panel protect option quite often. So whenever I go to eat dinner or if I go take a shower, I actually just use a cycle. And when I'm back, it's already done. So I've never had the mandatory warning of that I need to do a panel protect cycle.
Good, good. Controlsoft has a very good question in YouTube chat. Can it show Holland-England tonight?
Oh, it definitely can.
It can, but unfortunately, it isn't like 16 by 9. They don't broadcast anything in 21 by 9, at least for European Championships in football. That's a pity.
Vectom74 from Twitch is saying, I have a 27-inch Yamaha monitor and I'm thinking about a 32 or 34 curved screen monitor. It really depends on if you want to play 21 by 9 or 16 by 9. Personally, it also, well, for me, because I play shooters, I prefer 16 by 9. But for like strategic games or like open world games or
racing
simulators, exactly. If you tend to play those type of games, I can actually recommend you to go with a 34.
And I think also in terms of productivity, it also depends very much on what you do with it. Because I heard that, for example, people that do music production and stuff like that, they really like the wide aspect ratio. So there it can be very nice, for example. Well, if you need more height, of course, then a 4K monitor might be better because you have 2160 pixels in height. That is, of course, more than a 1440 you have on this one.
For work, I tend to switch sometimes if I have the possibility to a 34-inch screen because I can just it's just more, what do you call that? It's just more screen. I can just put two programs next to each other. It's perfect. I don't need to like twist my neck that much. Sometimes I can even put 3 screen programs together. So, like I said, it depends on your use case. If you're an esports gamer, let's call it that. If you're an esports gamer and you really want to play at high FPS and you don't want to be distracted by too much, you don't want to look at too many things at the same time, I do not recommend a 34-inch. Then it's better for you to go stay 27. Actually, 32 inches is actually quite big. It also depends how far you're sitting from the screen as well.
Ultrawide is like very nice for immersion, but for competitive gaming, I personally also prefer 16 by 9.
Yeah, but also, if you're sitting quite far away from your monitor, I recommend the 32-inch. But if your table is not that big and you're sitting quite close to your monitor, then I even recommend perhaps a 24-inch. Because otherwise,
depends on the resolution.
Yeah, but even okay, and also the scaling of your monitor. But
because like a 24-inch Full HD monitor has a way lower pixel density than a 32-inch Ultra HD monitor, for example.
True, but let's say I'm gonna use this mouse, but you have like the monitor this close. There are some people that play like this.
I've seen a couple of people that are almost eating their monitor panel.
Yeah. So those people, I do recommend a 24-inch. But if you're, let's say, sitting like a hand length away, then 27 should be fine. And if you're actually sitting like, for example, the table that I'm using right now for the live stream, I would actually recommend a 32-inch because it's actually quite far. So.
Or 34, like you're using now.
Yeah, or 34. But to be honest, 34. The only reason I would use it is for Age of Empires. I need strategic games and work. That's the only reason. And maybe like story-based games. So let's say
Racing
Cyberpunk.
games.
I don't play racing games.
Why don't you play racing games?
Because I'm bad at it. Except Mario Kart. Mario Kart I can still play.
Well, today we had our lunch walk in the afternoon, and you were eating a banana, but you missed your opportunity there. So I doubt if you're any good at Mario Kart. He didn't even throw the banana peel at me.
No, that's true.
And I was behind him, so he could have had me. And then I came with my blue shell. Tough life.
Yeah,
Market,
that's true. Avatar
before you
Cyberpunk.
continue, I think this is the perfect time for our first giveaway.
Yep.
So maybe you can remind everyone, how can they participate?
Please go to msi.com/insider.
/2/insider.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget the 2.
And enter the giveaway to have a chance to win a Steam gift code.
Or if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you can also follow the direct link that our bot puts in the chat once every 5 minutes.
What an agent that can drive. What?
The what? Where?
I can't read it, man.
But we have our first winner, Monkit. The honor is all yours.
I can't read it.
I will make it
Okay.
bigger again for you. There you go.
The first winner is Break Twin.
Congratulations, Break Twin. You won our first Steam wallet code. So please keep an eye out on your mailbox. Then we'll email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it. If you didn't receive it by next week, please complain to Monkit. He will be here again next week.
You know, the thing is, like with giveaways, like monitors, stuff like that, it's not like we don't want to. The logistics is just too difficult.
Logistics is a big pain, yeah.
Yeah. And then, let's say we ship to a different country, shipping it will probably cost just as much as a monitor.
Could be more. Like, for example,
yeah.
we're based in Europe, but we're a worldwide stream. We have viewers from Australia, from South America, from Japan. If you have to ship a monitor from Europe to one of those areas, then, yeah. Things get difficult with customs.
It just
Shipping
gets
is
too
very
difficult.
expensive.
So it's not like we don't want to.
Yeah.
We, of course, if logistics was cheap or even if it was free, then we would.
And if customs didn't exist.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the biggest pain.
Yeah.
So that's why game codes and Steam codes are a lot easier.
Yeah.
And we can also have more winners this way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also nice, I think.
Can regional offices ship out prices to reduce shipping charges?
They do not
No.
always have on stock what we give away. Some products are available in some regions, not in others.
Yeah.
So it can still get very difficult.
So that means, like if we had to take into account that some countries do not have them in stock, that means that we would actually have to rig the giveaway to make sure that a certain country can't win. So that's also not fair to that country. So
Sarge T is a good suggestion. Make it Benelux only. That's rude.
yeah.
Well, we had MSI Benelux in the YouTube chat earlier on. They may agree, but we don't.
The only thing that we can do is that you come to the Netherlands and you pick it up.
Dark Lord of Caliban says, gladly come to collect from Denmark. Well, then you hope you don't just win a mousepad, Dark Lord of Caliban. It's a long drive for a mousepad.
Yeah. Moon residence.
But for a monitor, I can imagine
Yeah.
it will be worth it. Okay, cool. Back to your monitor, Monkey.
Yes, let's continue. So this monitor supports 240 Hertz. I don't think I need to explain to anyone why that's amazing. And a clear MR 13,000 rating.
Monkey,
Yeah.
why is that amazing?
Because it's a high refresh rate. Especially with if you combine it with OLED, it means that the motion clarity is, well, I wouldn't say non-existent, because even on 360 I can see some motion blur, but it gets to the point where
You know what
our
the
eyes
worst
cannot
part is here,
perceive the
Monkey?
difference.
Like you have two 40 Hertz on this monitor.
Yeah.
You have a crazy fast response time, and then you know there will be people that will use this monitor and switch on motion blur. That just hurts.
No. Yeah, I know.
Then you have all the tools to completely kill motion blur, and then some people switch it on in the settings.
Yeah. No, I know. I always turn off motion blur when I'm playing games. I just don't like it.
Cheese It Junkie says, you guys should start including stickers in the box with products. Well, with motherboards, actually, we do. Let me see if I can find it. Do we have them laying around somewhere here? Let me quickly check some boxes, because some products do actually come with stickers. Yes.
Joe Severus from YouTube is asking, what's the price? It depends on which country you're in. So it's the best way to check is actually check your local office or local reseller. Well, actually local reseller, not local office, but check the local reseller at which price they are selling it.
So this is what comes with many of our gaming motherboards. So you have some nice MSI stickers. These are actually battery stickers for the BIOS battery on the motherboard, so you can cover it up. Some lucky stickers, some badge stickers here on the side.
Pins over stickers.
And some more useful stickers on the back, and you can use these to label, for example, fan cables or SATA cables or RGB cables. So those already come with stickers.
Ooh, is there any information to release about the release date for this monitor, particularly in the US? No, but I could actually ask that for you when the official release date is. If I remember correctly, it's actually already released, but as you know, OLED monitors, the stock is not amazing.
It's a bit more difficult still than with LCD monitors in terms of volume.
Yeah.
Also, for different regions, it can differ a bit when it will arrive. So even though sometimes products are already launched in certain regions, they still may have not arrived in your region yet. So usually, best way to get the clearest indication is check with your local reseller when they expect to receive it. They can usually give you the best indication for that.
Let's see. What graphics card would you need to play on this one? It depends which game. If you're playing like those esport titles like CSGO or Valerant, then I think you should be fine even with a 4070 or 4070 Super. Then you can. Well, I don't think you even need that. I think a 4070 or even 3060 Ti could also perhaps
depends so much on what you play, what settings you want.
Because esport titles are more CPU heavy, so
yeah. Like for a game like Valorant, you don't need that much to.
Yeah, because
run
like I have a 4090 right now, and my FPS is 900. Do I need a 4090? No.
But of course, if you also use this for AAA titles, then the story gets completely different.
Yeah,
if you want to run games like Cyberpunk, those are very demanding on these higher resolutions.
I don't think you even can. I don't think you can get 240 on Cyberpunk, even with 4090.
Not even on low settings, ray tracing off, maybe. Borderline.
Maybe you'll.
I haven't tested that myself. But if you max out settings on Cyberpunk, not a chance.
Not a chance, man. 3070 should be fine. If you're for
esports titles, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, should be good.
But I think, yeah. So like even for example, even Fortnite, also easy game to run. And if you do frame generation, then
that doesn't work on 30 series though. Frame generation was introduced with the 40 series.
Oh, okay. See, I learned something new. But maybe that's because I don't own a 30 series. I only have 40 series. Oh wait, I actually do have a 30 series. I have a 3090 Ti. Don't I have?
No, you don't.
Okay, you know what? I haven't been playing games. So.
Frame generation is part of the latest DLSS, and that came with the 40 series graphics card.
Okay. Oh, see, okay, AMD's frame gen does work on 30 series. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, you mean as part of FSR? Yeah, but as part of DLSS, it's only on 40. So NRT mentions there is a mod for frame gen on 30 series. Yeah, with mods you can sometimes indeed do more, but by default, out of the box from NVIDIA,
I don't have a 4090. I don't own one. I'm using a 3090 Ti from the company. I realized I used to own a 4090, but then I realized, hey, I work at MSI. Why don't I just borrow one?
I think most of us use graphics cards from from the office.
And then I sold
I'm more
it.
modest. I run a 3060 from the office.
Yeah, and then I sold it. I sold my 4090, and now I'm using a 3090 Ti, which is sufficient enough for me. And also, I prefer to support MSI, so I prefer MSI graphics card because I used to use a Inno3D, which is like a budget brand.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah. Now I'm waiting for the possibility to upgrade to a 4090, but we'll see whenever that comes.
That was part of your interview, right? Before we hired you. Is your PC all MSI?
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I said it isn't. I changed it to MSI 2 now. I'm using the MPG341CQPX, so 360 Hz OLED. I sold my 4K Samsung monitor. I sold the majority of my stuff. It saves money, and I can just use work equipment.
And it makes you a lot happier.
Yeah, makes my wallet happy. But now I have to buy a car. But sadly, I can't get a MSI car. But
Not at this point, at least. Never say never. But
yeah, okay. Oh.
hey, we already started with chargers that come protects.
Yeah.
EV chargers.
Yeah. But this is an anti-reflection panel. Even though when I was unboxing, you might think, oh, that reflected a lot. But you have to understand these are studio lights, so they're very, very bright.
But it is
Right now.
it is something to put in perspective, though, because if you're used to like a matte LCD panel, this is definitely more glossy than that.
Yeah,
but
it
it's not as
definitely
glossy as some other OLED models, some OLED TVs that I've seen before, for example.
But
So
to be honest, I do prefer glossy on OLED. It just makes it more poppy. It pops the color more. So
it depends a bit on where you use it as well. If you use it in a dark room, then glossy is not as much of an issue.
no.
But if you, for example, if your room is always illuminated, if you have lights behind you, if you, for example, have a window behind you, then glossy. If it's
Or
like
let's
full
say-
glossy, it can be painful.
Or let's say you're streaming and you actually have a light shining directly on your monitor. You wouldn't want that either.
Then you're also a bad streamer because the light should mostly be in front of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for let's say.
There should be one in the back as well. Behind you, there is a light too. Subhunter808 also says, in a dark room, it doesn't matter that much. No, indeed.
No.
If you don't have any light sources behind you.
But Michiel,
then you should use
you
it
know
as
how much I like HDR stuff, remember? So that's why I like OLED, glossy. It's perfect for me.
I prefer matte myself.
And of course, this monitor supports HDR True Black 400. So we have two modes that you can turn on your monitor. You have True Black 400 HDR, but you also have Peak 1000 nits mode.
Once you go True Black, you never go back.
I don't notice the lights too much once I start gaming or doing work. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I did. Me and Michiel actually went to TwitchCon this year.
Yeah, we were just asking, did you go to TwitchCon EU this year? Yes, we did. We actually live streamed from there, so you can, on YouTube, you can still find it back. I'm not sure. You're watching on Twitch. Maybe you can still find it there in our previous live streams too. I don't know how long Twitch saves that, actually.
Not sure either, but I'm pretty sure it's still there.
But on YouTube, you will definitely be able to find it. So that's ironic, right? You can find it on YouTube from TwitchCon.
We're hoping that maybe next year that we can meet some of our viewers. It would be funny to see that happen.
Have like a community meetup at TwitchCon.
Hmm?
To have like one of those community meetups at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of them there.
How were the giveaway handed out during TwitchCon? We actually had Eric do them.
Yeah.
Because me and Michiel were at the convention itself. So one of us was holding the camera.
Eric was our behind-the-scenes minion.
Yeah.
So he did those kind of things.
Saw you had cool stickers at TwitchCon. Yep. Yeah, our booth was actually quite packed all the time because there were so many like mini games, and then you could win a limited edition Lucky, or you could win stickers.
Do you remember that machine?
Which machine? Oh yeah, with the testing my reflexes. Guys,
no, the other machine.
Which one? Oh,
where you could get a Lucky.
Yeah, I didn't win a Lucky because I'm not that good at grabbing machines.
And who did?
Win. But you already gave it back, so nothing lost.
Still,
for me.
I just wanted to remind you that I got one and you didn't.
I don't recall them being called out like normal. Were they sending them out silently? No, I remember that.
I think we called him out during the stream as well, right?
Yeah, because there was this one time Eric didn't mute his mic, and then we heard him call it out. So pretty sure
I think
it was called out.
Yeah. But they were definitely sent out by
okay,
email.
okay.
Yeah.
So this monitor has DCI P3 99%. So for the people that do not understand what DCI P3 is, it's actually a color space such as like sRGB or Adobe RGB. These are all color spaces, and for people that actually do a lot of, for example, graphic design or video while working with videos, so like if you need accurate color on your monitor, the higher the rating, the better actually. Does this run 12-bit? No, it runs 10-bit natively. I'm actually not sure. I've never tried to run 12-bit on this monitor. I can actually test it, but I'll try it after this PowerPoint.
Beantown Review says, if it's real dark, how can you see what you're typing? Why do you have to see what you're typing?
I don't need to see what I'm typing.
You see on your screen if you type, right?
I've learned how to blind type, I think, since high school. That we actually had at school we actually had a training. We had to train how to type.
I also had a specific course for typing. Yeah. And it was actually with one of those old school machines. It was, later on I think people learned with laptops, but I actually learned how to type on a typewriter.
So yeah.
Like one that you had at a certain point here, pling, and then you have to hit it back. That's actually how I learned it. Oh, Electro Dicer also did. Nice.
You could have sent that lucky to me. Well, Skeets, you should have just come to TwitchCon. Then you could have won as many as you wanted.
Not if you underperformed like Monkey did.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I did beat you at other things.
But not at the one that it all mattered.
Well, yeah, okay, true. Because it was a limited edition because Notebook was celebrating its 20 years. Was it 20 or 25? 20, right?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah. So Gigaram says, I would go to TwitchCon, but they're always too far for me. I think they do switch around. I think last year TwitchCon Europe was in Paris, yeah. I think the one in North America also goes to different locations. I'm not sure. Are there any more than Europe and North America TwitchCons? I know that in Australia they have PAX. I think North America also has PAX, but no TwitchCon, I believe.
Not sure.
But maybe TwitchCon also comes closer to you sometime. I think they switch it around a bit. Not too much though, because I think 2 years ago it was in Netherlands as well, I believe. Amsterdam, and then I think Paris, and now Rotterdam. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But talking about typing, you don't want to know how fast Mike types. It's just crazy.
I'm very angry typist.
I used to think that I could type fast, but if compared to him, I'm actually slow.
You need to practice more, my kid.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Too old, man. Too old.
I used to work as a news editor, so that helps.
Yeah, okay. I used to work as a waiter for 7 years.
Yeah, that doesn't make you a faster typist.
No, that might have made me a slower typist.
NRT says Amsterdam was the best EU one. Damn
this
it,
year
we
was
missed that
also Amsterdam.
Story End says, but does he type accurately or full of mistakes? I can type
No, he actually types accurately because we did the typing game. And even though he types faster, his accuracy was, I think, above 95%.
I think 99 something usually.
And when I was typing, and I'm slower, my accuracy was lower. So yeah, he's an angry typist, but he's an accurate angry typist.
I slam it, but I slam it accurately.
Yeah. What are the major differences between an MPG and MEG341Cs? Let's see. You're talking about. Well, this one is the 341, but the MEG one is the 342, which is normally, if you look at the name, it's supposed to be like the more high end. But the biggest difference is the refresh rate. The MEG actually has a lower refresh rate, of course, and this one has 240. The other one has 175. Yeah, that has 175, and power delivery, small difference there, but the panel, if I remember correctly, MPG341C is still a Gen 1 panel. But I think with OLED Care 2.0, I think you can actually update it, like you can update the firmware so that it also has the features. But one big difference is actually the way it's cooled. So if you can see here in the back, and also actually on my PowerPoint, you can see it's different. The older one had a bigger hump on the back, I would call it. And this one is actually flat with, well, a hump here, but it's not like entirely thick.
It went on a diet.
So the so the cooling is a little bit different as well. So this way of cooling, so the one that I have in front of me does not use an active fan, and the previous version does. So it might be a little bit louder as well. But the now I'm a little bit confused if you're talking about the MPG341CQP, because that's the MAG version. That one does not have a KVM, for example, and has a lower refresh rate. But the name that you wrote, that one does not exist. So it either is a MPG342C, or you're talking about an MPG341CQP.
Rayfield mentions MEG, so MPG and MEG.
Yeah, but the MEG is not does not have a 341. It's a 342C.
The M, which one?
MEG.
MEG, okay.
So our highest tier.
Skeet says Mike will be great at Typing of the Dead. We actually played that game on live stream before. I think Peter and I did it. Was of course a gaming gear stream with mechanical keyboards, and we played some Typing of the Dead. The newer version in co-op. It was pretty cool. I like that game. I also like Type Racer. It's also a good game.
Is it a conventional stand? I mean, can you use a screen on the other holder? What do you mean other holder?
It uses a VESA mount. So yes, you can use a different monitor stand. You can use a desk mount, for example, for your monitor, a wall mount. Okay. Yeah, it has a regular VESA mounting on.
If I remember, it has a 75x75 mil VESA mount.
Okay.
But let's continue because I'm getting off track. So, just like with our OLED panels this year, it supports OLED Care 2.0, meaning it has a graphene film with custom heatsink, but also it has a multi-logo detection that helps you with preventing burn-in, but also a taskbar detection module. And all these things can be activated in the OSD. So that's the operating software on the device. So like if you lift the screen up, you have like this small, I would call it nipple, where you can click on, and then it starts the OSD for you. So there's a small nipple here that you can touch. You can just like touch it like this and then click.
Nipple is an interesting choice of words for that.
It looks like one, so I don't know what else to use. But
is it more like a joystick?
No. It's too small to be a joystick.
Okay.
I can let you touch the nipple if you want.
No, I'm okay. I don't have to touch your nipple. Okay.
Nub would also work, but then again,
I also don't want to touch your nub.
Do you need to buy the monitor some wine first? Maybe. But it also has boundary detection.
Gigaram was sharp. That's what she said.
But you also have boundary detection, meaning you know those. So if the game is not optimized, or a program is not optimized, you have black bars on the sides, and we actually have detection for that as well. And all these extra features, you can turn them on, you can turn them off, but you can also turn them like a medium. So how strong it is depends on your preference, because some people are actually quite sensitive to those changes. So if they see that luminance is reduced for example, on the logo, they might get annoyed by it. So that's why we let the option, we let the user change how strong it is.
Question in chat, speaking of wine, how spill resistant is the display?
I'm not going to test that.
No?
No.
I also wouldn't recommend spilling wine over a display. It's also a waste of the wine. Even though I'm more of a beer guy.
Not sure if we allow people to post links, Michiel.
Post what?
Post a link.
I don't think people can post links.
Not sure, but but one of the biggest features of MPG monitors is actually the KVM solution, and for those people that are not familiar with it, it allows you to actually control multiple devices. Let's say like you have your computer hooked up to this monitor, but also your laptop. You can just use one set of peripherals to. Yeah.
This is very nice, I think, for working from home.
Yeah.
If you want to use the same monitor for work and for leisure, then you can just connect your peripherals to your monitor. You just switch using the KVM function, and everything is automatically connected to, for example, your work notebook. Also, if your work notebook, for example, supports DisplayPort Alt mode over Type-C, then it will give you the display signal. You can power it by the monitor up to 98 watts, and it will be connected to your peripherals. So that will make it very easy to switch between devices.
Let's see.
Does MSI have plans to make an ultra-wide of 57
I have no
inches?
information on that right now. We have
not at this point.
We know at this point we have no information.
But
about
never
that.
say never.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we would come with a 49-inch, and we have one right now. So who knows?
And we do often use Samsung panels. So
yeah. So
never
who
know.
knows? And might maybe in the future.
Yeah.
But sorry, but 57-inch, that's so big. I already thought that
Gigaram, quickly in the chat.
I already thought that the 49 one was quite huge. So, so just with as with the majority of our monitors, we
the cheat features. Let's go.
We have gaming intelligence features, so such as smart crosshair. Some people might see this as cheating.
Good one, Gigaram.
To be honest, I know that we have this function, but I rarely use it. I've used it once during live stream.
We should rename this to Eric cheating mode.
I've used this once, and then you called me a cheater.
Of course, you are a cheater if you use these kind of crosshairs.
And then
there is a reason why the crosshair is not in the game.
But we also have octoscope, which zooms in on your screen.
Another cheat function.
No, it's called gaming intelligence.
Ah,
And
cheating intelligence.
And then we also have AI vision. So AI vision actually recognizes dark areas and illuminates it for you.
NRT says in Twitch chat, that's what he said for balance. Okay, this is also still a bit of a cheating option.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I had an OLED monitor, I would turn this off because I want black to be black. I wanted to use true black of OLED. But then again, when I'm playing a shooter and there are people hiding in corners and it's dark, then I prefer to have this turned on. So again, it depends on your situation. Some people like this function. I am indifferent. The
story Anne says, did any of these AI advancements work on your PUBG stream? Did you use them on the PUBG stream?
No, I didn't use them on the PUBG. I used it on, what was the one where you had to rob a bank?
Payday?
The finals.
Oh, the finals.
The finals, yeah. I used it on the finals until I got a gun that had a scope.
NRT says the scope is 100% cheap. I agree.
We also have firmware updates on these monitors as
This
well.
is not a cheat function.
No.
This feature I support.
Because sometimes there are things that people prefer. For example, some changes in the OSD, and these changes can actually be updated through a firmware update. Or
So
let's
basically, what Mankit is saying, we can bring even more cheat functions to your monitor through a firmware upgrade.
Yeah, that's also possible, but we're not doing that. And of course, you can use Type-C display, so not just powering like a laptop. You can also use it to get display on your monitor.
Keep in mind that also the device you're using with this needs to support DisplayPort Alt mode for this, because
And
not every single USB device is capable of outputting a display signal over Type-C. So
and
especially
your Type-C
like
cable needs to be able to support it as well.
yeah, indeed, both the cable and the device. So most older notebooks, for example, could have USB Type-C, but just for USB connection and not for display signal. The story end says, just don't remove the cheat functions. No, we won't, I'm afraid.
And of course, this has all the adjustability that you want in a monitor.
Paul Gill says a YouTube chat. Some of us, like me, the crosshair doesn't help. I still can't hit anything.
Well, when I play on a monitor like this, I can barely hit anything either, so you're not alone there.
So Unreal Tournament when, Mankit?
Not on this monitor.
No? I would play Unreal Tournament on this.
I wouldn't.
240 hertz?
No, too much.
I can do this.
But here you can see the ports that it has. So as you can see, it has HDMI 2.1, which natively supports the 240 hertz on on UWQHD. And also DisplayPort, which supports this as well. And then you have the USB-C for the DP Alt mode. But if you want to use the KVM switch, you do have to connect a USB Type-B cable to your computer. So that
I think, yeah, that like if you use, for example, the KVM in between your computer and your notebook, for example, for working from home, then you would connect the Type-B to your computer through Type-A on the other side.
Yeah.
And you connect either HDMI or DisplayPort. But the USB Type-C, that one also has an uplink feature, right?
Yeah.
So you can just plug it into your notebook and that's everything at once.
Yeah. And when you do that, I advise you to go to your OSD and keep the KVM solution on auto so that you don't have to keep changing it to USB Type-B or USB Type-C.
So it just switches when you switch
Yeah,
input.
exactly.
Yeah.
So recently we actually made a new page for monitors, and I want to show you guys and tell you guys a little bit about it. So this is a website to show you which gaming monitor fits you, and we actually explain a little bit about our monitors. So which panel type should you get, what is the contrast ratio, what's the response time, what's the viewing angle, because for example a TN panel and an IPS panel are vastly different regarding viewing angles. With IPS you can look at whatever degree, like whatever angle you want, and the screen is still clear. But a TN panel, for example, is not that clear when you look at it from a different angle. But the response time, for example, is higher on the TN panel. So it depends what you're looking for.
The response time is lower on the TN panel, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You said higher. I was like,
sorry. No, I mean response time is lower.
So they are generally faster. Yeah. But nowadays, I think IPS also has come a long way.
To be honest, VA and IPS, they've come a long way, and I think for the human eye to perceive the difference, and I think it's really hard to actually perceive it. So I think nowadays, if you get an IPS for like high FPS gaming, you should still be fine.
And of course, OLED is even faster than TN.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what response time is, well, lower response time means less motion blur.
Can you make it slightly bigger?
Is this better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. And then also the resolution, for the people that are not familiar with the resolutions available, but then again, where's the 30, where's the ultrawide?
This is just 16:9.
Yeah, okay, but still. They should also show the ultrawide. I should tell them.
Yeah, my kid, go tell them.
And also connectivity, what type of ports are important.
By the way, when you tell them, please also tell them that we should call this headphone out instead of earphone out.
Hey, a lot of people actually use earphones.
They do?
Yeah.
Like in-ears.
They use a lot of IEMs, yeah.
I use those when I'm at the gym, for example.
Especially in esport games, like esport tournaments, they're not even allowed to use...
No, but often they have to wear these headphones that are provided.
Yeah,
so they use earphones underneath and they put their headphones over it.
So there's also like a guide how to connect the monitor to your MacBook, but also console or computer. I think most of us are quite familiar right now. And if you have problems, you can actually click on it, and it will give you a how-to guide to trouble. Like you can troubleshoot yourself. Can I go back? So here are some there are a couple like frequently asked questions, and you can find the answers for it. But one of the best things that I find personally is to find your best monitor. So if you click on the second tab here, you have MSI Library, which talks about monitors in general. You can also go to find your best monitor, and you can actually click on gaming or console or Mac monitor, business and productivity, and portable monitors. And the reason we did that is because everybody has a different use case, of course. Let's say you're a console player. We're not going to recommend
peasants.
We're not going to recommend, for example, a monitor that can go 360 hertz while your console does not even support that. So that's something.
It definitely won't. It's a console.
So these are things that we hold into account. But if you click on console monitor, for example, they will already cross out certain resolutions because the game does not think it is. The MSI does not think it is a comfortable monitor for you. So let's say we're going to go with gaming monitor, and we're going to go with esport. So they already cross out curved, which makes sense. But then again, I prefer curved.
For esports games?
Yeah.
Really?
I prefer curved in everything.
Okay.
But it will show you which monitors fit the esport title.
I think for some stuff curved is nice, but more for immersion, so that's not really something I see with esports.
So for example, you can see the monitor right here, the 360 hertz OLED. Well, clearly 360 hertz OLED, so it's an esport monitor. But for example, let's say you are more of a hardcore gamer, and you click on apply. It will actually give you 4K monitors.
Quick question: What is a hardcore gamer entail compared? Because I think esports can be quite hardcore.
Esports the focus is more on like high refresh rate and resolutions where these refresh rates are not that I wouldn't say easy to attain, but easier than 4K. So that's why, for example, you would not have the 4K 240 on an esport. You would not call that an esport monitor because it's too big. Yeah. But also the refresh rate is also not. I wouldn't say it's not high enough. For me, I think 240 hertz is still great for esports. But this is if you want the best of the best. But for example, hardcore gamers. So let's say you're more into story games, but you also want high refresh rate, so you want pretty much everything. You will get these types of monitors.
So basically, if you ask what does someone want and they say yes, then you pick this one.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then you have immersive gamer.
That's where this monitor will show up, right?
Yeah, pretty sure it does, but
a lot of options.
49-inch, but where's the 34? Well, this is the MAG version. I don't think we have the MPG version on here yet.
Okay, but that one should be added soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is more for immersion. So let's say.
And of course, the 49-inch is here as well.
For example, is more immersive. Story games. Excuse me, what did you say?
The 49 is there as well, of course. The 49-inch monitor.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, perfect for a racing sim. Yeah, but I don't race.
You only crash.
Yep.
But those monitors are cool for those kind of games, for sure.
Of course, portable, but portable is still quite limited.
So, Mankit, when are you arranging 3 of those 49-inch monitors so we can do like an extreme racing setup?
I'm not. I think we have 2 right now.
Maybe we can borrow a third one somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Need to ask some colleagues.
But I also want to do a VR stream. I think that's also fun.
Yeah, we have done a VR stream in the past.
I want to see. I want to see Eric play VR.
And then a horror game.
Oh yeah. But so this is the new website. I recommend you guys, if you're looking for a new monitor, to actually visit this website and base your choices on our recommendations. But of course, you can choose it yourself. So here you have advanced
for the people
filters.
who know what they want,
yeah,
you can also do it manually.
So then you can click curved. I want a curved. I want 4K, and then it already closes. Like it already closes out the options of which monitors we don't have. So we will not have, like right now we don't have a 32-inch curved higher than 165 Hertz or lower than 144 Hertz monitor. But if you saw our Computex, was it Computex? What was the latest thing? It was Computex, right?
Well, TwitchCon was more recent.
No, before that. Was it Computex or was it?
But that was notebook only, so I think you mean Computex.
Yeah. So at Computex, we actually showed a 32-inch 4K curve that will be coming in the future. So
sneak peek.
So then this would be changed, of course.
So then more options open up when you go through.
So this is also updated quite regularly. So just take a look and see if you find any monitors that you like.
And this is of course just an indication.
Yeah.
Always do your homework before you buy a product.
Mm-hmm.
See if it really suits your needs, because of course this has got quite a few specs in it. But if you really value stuff like a KVM functionality because you want to work on it as well, then that's definitely something you need to check out individually. Yeah. Oh, still out. KVM is here as well. Ah, nice, good. But so there are quite a few features here, but of course not everything is in here. No. So if you need a very specific feature,
and if you got feedback about this, feel free to share it. I will pass it on to the team in HQ, and maybe we can adjust it to your needs. And then we have some accolades for the people that do not know what accolades are. They're awards.
Okay. That means that it's time for a giveaway, right? Accolades.
Oh yeah, let's award a gift, a code to a viewer.
And if you haven't participated yet, make sure to go to msi.com/2/insider, or if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, you can also follow the direct link to our Gleam giveaway. Our bot will put it in the chat once every 5 minutes, and I think you pinned it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Our next winner of today's Steam wallet code is Makip.
Miho.
Miho, congratulations. You also won a Steam wallet code. So please keep an eye out in your mailbox, then we'll email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it. Congrats.
Award me Best Noob Award. But
okay, back to you.
At this page, you can actually see which awards we have on which monitors, and not sure. Well, okay, we actually do have the media review below. So if you're interested in,
can you also click through to the reviews?
No.
That's a pity.
Maybe
When you're on your feedback session anyway.
maybe we can actually
That'd be nice.
click on it so that we can see.
That you go like to the review from
Yeah.
the quote.
Actually, I'll note that. I'll tell them next time. But of course, you guys want to see how this game this monitor performs in a game. So we're also going to play Valorant together. So Michiel, are you ready?
For Valorant? Not at all. But I'll give it a go.
Well, we have to.
Good.
So let me start with Valorant.
Let me see. I will move chat here so I can still see it.
Yeah. Maybe, wait. Giveaways right then, that's fine.
Good. Because I need my second monitor for Valorant. Come on, kid, you have to teach me again because I think I forgot about everything, how to play this game.
It's pretty much CSGO, but with skills instead of nades.
Okay. That's probably going to be a challenge for me because I have no idea what all the special abilities do.
I do not see the chat anymore. Do you?
Let me fix that for you. One moment.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so I got my stream deck as well, so I can switch between the different scenes.
Oh right, of course.
Look,
I need sound.
Yeah, you need sound. We also have a nice dual capture, so you can see my point of view too. But this is nice, so you can see the nice ultra wide from my kid. Hey, why is the menu not in 21:9, my kid?
I don't know. Ask the.
Hey, Riot Games, why is the menu not in 21:9?
Wait, why don't I hear any sound? Let's see.
Okay, what should I do? Are you going to send me an invite?
Oh right, I don't even have you added.
You don't? What?
Wait, guys, can you hear sound from my game? Wait, is my headphone even not? No, it is. It is on. I have voice meter on, so weird. Maybe I have to restart my game.
I think, does mine work? Yeah, mine seems to work. My kid, of course, broke his.
Yeah, I mean it was working earlier, but
It's always, with testing it always works. And then you're live, and everything is broken.
well,
That's how it goes. So can I add you as a friend?
yeah.
How does this work?
I think if you type in Hexubal, you will be able to find it.
Search. It also has something with like a hashtag tagline thing.
Okay, my sound is not working. Oh, hashtag 6260.
Hashtag 6?
6260.
60. Now the whole chat is friend requesting you.
Nah. Wait, why is it not?
Do you see me?
Why is voice meter not working?
Okay, you
Yeah.
break it, you buy it.
Shut down voice meter. Why are you being so annoying? It was working before.
By the way, chat, we need voice meter in order to have sound on both our headset and through the stream, so you can also hear it.
I have sound.
Let me check if they still have. Yeah, you should be able to still hear it.
Hey, let's go.
So did you get my invite?
No.
Oh. What did I do wrong?
Did you write my name correctly?
I think so. And what was the tagline again?
Hexubal.
No, the
Oh,
no.
6260.
6260. And then just plus? Did that work?
No. What's yours?
I have no idea. 6260. Did this work?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Here we go. Okay, so I now understand the first part of Valerant.
All right.
Okay.
Did you get my invite?
Yes. Oh, sorry, I invited you
Oh,
accidentally.
that's fine. You have to click unrated because you're too low level.
What should I do?
Click on unrated on top left.
Okay.
So you have unrated, competitive, yeah.
And then just start?
Yeah. Do we have enough time? Yeah, we should.
Okay, we're gonna get some easy wins, right?
Easy wins. This is like best of. You have to win 13 rounds.
Oh, easy. We can do that.
So you have various characters. You have to unlock them, of course, and I do have some unlocked. But for example, this one is a smoker, so you can play smokes. But it all depends on your playstyle. And knowing you will not be a healer, so you're not gonna pick a healer.
I want to shoot people.
Yeah, but there's some skills. For example, if you play him, so this guy, Phoenix, you can actually throw a flashbang. I would call a flashbang.
So should I pick that guy?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
If you
There we
have
go.
him, pick him.
Lock in.
I'm gonna play a more defensive type, so I'm gonna play a smoker. But for example, for you with your character, your Q skill, it's a flashbang, but
Okay.
it's not a very conventional flashbang, I would call it, because if you throw it,
I think in Valorant nothing is conventional, right?
Hmm?
In Valorant nothing is
No.
conventional.
But your flashbang actually, it depends which way you're clicking. It goes to the left or to the right.
Okay.
And then your, I think you also have a wall that you can sort of like erupt so that people cannot see through it.
Okay.
That would be your C. And then you have E. No, you have. Oh, you'll find out.
I'll
because I
just
don't
try
know
all
what
of
your,
and see what works.
hotkeys are. But one is a wall. One is a Molotov. So you throw it on the floor and people get burned by it. And then you can build a wall as well.
Okay, okay.
And what I'm doing, the one that I'm playing, I can throw smokes. I can teleport small distances. I cannot teleport that far away. And I can blind people as well. But mine is like a very long and big area blind. A little bit more user-friendly. But if I look at it right now, we're playing against people that are level 4, 5, 187. Oh no.
Oh, easy one. What level are you? 33. Okay. So we have one expert on the other team.
Probably, yeah.
Does this loading screen always take this long?
Depends on the people's internet connection.
Okay. Ah, there we go.
Okay, I really need to get used to
Oh, my
like,
mouse sense is so high.
ultrawide. Oh, this feels a little bit weird.
That's better.
All right, I'm gonna go with a ghost and smoke.
Oh, I should buy stuff. Okay.
Yeah. You press B, but I think you can read that. Ooh, is
I
this
cannot
my
buy that much yet. I
sensitivity?
don't think I have enough money.
Oh, this sensitivity is a little bit too high.
I'll
Oh.
just go with the pistol.
Yeah, this is a little bit better. There's one on A.
Where is A? Oh,
One
that's that
down?
side. Okay, okay.
Spike down A.
Are we defending then?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, someone killed me.
Last player
Oh, no.
standing.
How's the audio, chat?
Okay.
Is it somewhat in balance?
I'm gonna use both of my headphones.
So can you still hear me, Monkey?
Excuse me?
That was pretty loud and he already cannot hear me.
Yeah.
You may want to use one side.
Okay, you know what? When I need to clutch, I'll use two.
Oh, I should buy stuff, right?
Depends. Normally, I would not buy here.
Probably too far. Not buying.
Yeah, normally I don't buy here.
Okay, okay. I'll just follow your advice.
If we won last round, I would have bought, but
But you failed.
people
you mean.
here. A site. One on site and one is on heaven. Heaven is the top part of A site.
Okay, okay. I ended up in some kind of tunnel.
Spike planted.
Yeah, you need to go straight ahead to get to the
Okay.
site. Yeah.
Oh, here, oh, well, behind me. My goodness. I still need to learn the map a bit.
Nice try, nice try.
Were you already dead?
Yeah,
My goodness,
I'm
my
the
kid.
only one on site.
Should
Okay,
I buy
now-
something now? Because
Now
the...
you can buy.
Okay.
I would if I were you, if you want to have the one tap potential, go with a Vandal.
The what?
A Vandal. So it's
Oh,
on,
yeah,
the,
okay,
on
okay,
the
okay.
third row, rifles, and then the last one.
And then some kind of shield?
Yeah, heavy shields.
Heavy
if you
shields.
can
Okay,
afford
got
it.
it.
And then buy some abilities.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go B site because nobody is there. I hear someone on B. Oh. They're pushing B side.
Spike planted.
Get back here.
Nice.
Thank you. Where was B again? Oh, that's the other direction.
To the right.
Okay.
Sometimes you should shift so they can't hear you walk out.
Okay.
Last player standing.
The rest already died?
Yep.
Oh,
Walking and shooting does not work in this game.
oh too many. Oh.
You can also ADS if you want to.
Okay, buy the same stuff again, I guess?
No, you have 3K, so well you can, I can't. I'm poor.
You're poor.
Yeah, but I can see that everybody's forcing, so I'll buy anyways. Okay, there are people at B.
Oh, there was one below as well. I really have to get used to those abilities, all the walls and stuff.
Oof. Yep.
So which buttons were all the abilities again?
C,
Spike
Q, E.
planted.
C, Q, and E, okay.
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna
then
try some
X
others
is your
now.
ultimate. Your ultimate is that you pretty much gain like a second life.
Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Should I buy? Nah. Nobody is buying, so if I were you, I would not buy
I
either.
did. I bought all I could.
Just buy a sheriff. Okay, people want to surrender.
Get them, Reyna. Reloading. Alarm bot out.
Oh, they're all here?
Oh, yep. I'll be.
Spike
I don't know what it does, but I'll just throw it and see what happens. And there was something on C as well. Okay. Oh.
I suggest you move.
Last player standing.
Oh. You ate a bullet, my kid.
Hmm?
You ate a bullet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Well,
shouldn't
at
buy?
this pace, this game will be over quick, so.
I'll buy anyway.
Yeah, now everybody is forcing.
Okay. Oh, oops, that was throwing away the gun button.
Well, it seems that you both suck at this.
What do you mean?
I'm more of a battle royale type anyways.
I'm more of an arena shooter type. Here, what do you mean suck at it? Got a kill. Oh wait, then I should move to my capture as well. Now you missed my kill, chat.
They're planting the bomb.
Where?
On site.
Spike planted.
So that's B?
Last player standing.
Oof.
I have to do it again? Always same with you guys. So there's probably one here? Oh. Okay, maybe not. That was one.
Nice try.
Whoa, there are so many still alive.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
Yeah, the team is complaining that we are bad,
What do you mean?
but
What did they do?
exactly. So, but this is one of the reasons I don't play Valorant.
I actually got most kills. What are they complaining about? Okay, maybe I have no idea about the tactical side of things, but at least sometimes I shoot someone. Oh, okay. Can I go through yet? Hello, hello, wall. Please disappear.
Cover going out.
That's a weird wall.
Oh, they're in the middle. Nice.
Got him.
Spike down A.
Stealing sight.
Oh, they're A.
That means I should turn around, I think. You also still alive?
Yeah.
Good.
We're with 4 now.
One enemy remaining.
He's planting.
Spike planted.
He's on site behind the dash thingy. Oh,
Okay.
he's dead. You can just defuse. You press E, I think.
Oh,
Okay, somebody else is.
Our buddy is doing it. Hey, we actually won a round, Monkey.
Hell yeah.
Too easy.
I still need to make more kills. I got
Oh,
squad.
so now I can buy the heavy shields. Nice. I'll take it. Hello, wall. Please go away.
Cover going out.
Do you know where they are?
One down.
B. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Got him.
Nice. Oh.
Okay, I don't need to rebuy anything. Still good.
Hmm.
I didn't have to buy anything new. Still
Nope.
good.
Because we won that round. And you didn't die.
Okay, wall will go away. I want to shoot people.
That's done.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay,
I'm
they're
not
on
really
site.
an
They're
expert on the
A side.
abilities yet.
Cover going out.
Are they A or B?
They're already on site.
Planted.
That's A then, I guess.
Blinding.
One enemy remaining.
Ah, you guys should get. I'm too far away. I'm playing walking simulator currently. Nice.
Move this mic. What's the giveaway? The giveaway is a Steam code.
You forgot the greetings from Sweden. Well, greetings back from the Netherlands. Välkommen.
What's your rank? I don't know.
My rank is 0.
I haven't played ranked since season 1 when this game came
I have
out.
never played this ranked.
Shadows traveling. Blinding.
What is that weird wall? Like some kind of digital globe kind of thing. I got one in the face.
There are 2 on A site.
Okay.
Show's over. You're dead.
Spike planted.
Suggest you move.
I don't know what it does, but I will throw it anyway.
On the right side.
Around the corner there.
Oh yeah, on the right corner.
Okay. Should I push? That was not one.
Nice try.
Too bad. Cheese a Junkie says, I always wanted to go to Sweden. You should?
Please
You could go to
demonstrate
DreamHack. DreamHack's
how the
cool.
motor trackers affect 1609 console.
Let me show you how to book.
Well, you just get black bars if you... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I want to buy... Oh, I didn't buy. The thing is, like, a lot of games nowadays, they are not optimized for 21:9 settings. Well, 21:9 monitors, so that's why you will have a lot of black bars. But if a game is fully optimized, then you won't have that problem.
Oh, there were 2 of them.
Some
Damn.
people might find that annoying because having black bars just doesn't look that well on a monitor this big.
Spike planted.
What was that?
Last player standing.
I kind of play this game Counter-Strike style without any of those special abilities.
Last round in the half.
There are vertical black bars. If you use your monitor in landscape, if you use it in if you use it in portrait, then it's gonna be horizontal black bars.
Okay, my kid, last round. And then we'll bail out before the swap. And then we'll pick our last winner for today. Hello, enemy. Where are you?
People are pushing.
Where? B? Oh, he got me.
Oh,
Spike down.
how I'm playing? I'm just sitting in front of it.
Last player standing.
Stealing sight.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Switching sides.
You know, traveling can also be cheaper depending on the.
Okay, my kid. This is the perfect time to bail out on our team.
You want to leave the game,
Yes.
but you might as well surrender.
How does that work?
Oh wait.
I see a surrender button. Because this is switching sides now, will take ages before this game is over.
No, because they only need to win 4 times.
Ah, okay, okay. So we're gonna finish it?
We can just suicide and then.
Yeah, should I stay alive or should I suicide?
Yeah, no, just go in and die. I think
Okay,
that's the best. If you want to finish this game quick.
Because now we're the attacking side, right?
Yeah.
Cover going out.
Val W, from Twitch. I really prefer CS over Valorant as well.
Oh, there are 2 in the back. I hit one a couple of times.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
For me, playing on an ultra wide is there's too much screen, so and I need to turn way more.
What can I say?
I need to turn way more to actually be able to, yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Okay.
Defenders win.
Come on, kid, you disappointed me. You said you played this game before.
I did. I played it before, yeah, but I don't play it anymore because I don't like the game.
So why did you pick this game for today if you don't like it?
It's fast paced. Well, actually, it's not even that fast paced. Maybe I should have. We should have played.
It depends on what you compare it to. Compared to
be
our
honest, I was
tournament, it's
doubting
pretty
between
fun.
this and a racing sim. But let's talk about next week.
Yes.
Next week, I'm going to do something that I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to it.
Of course you are.
We're going to build an old PC, and if I remember correctly, it's going to be a PC from the year 2005-ish?
Yeah, 2005, 2006, a bit that... No, do I say that correctly? Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me quickly look it up. At least the CPU launch date. Yeah. No, not this one.
To be honest, I'm not really familiar with...
Yeah, the CPU we're gonna use is a 2006 model.
So the thing is, I'm not really familiar with...
Ruru2
These
says
things.
2005 before Intel Core series. No, we're gonna do a very early Intel Core. So I have been taking a look inside some old computer hardware that I had still laying around in my house. And I found a very old PC, and I'm gathering some more components from our colleagues as well. And then Monkit is gonna build a very old school PC. And we're gonna check if it can run Crysis.
I hope. The old...
Are you looking forward to it,
Crysis
Monkit? The old
time.
stuff. So red PCB motherboard, red
Yeah,
PCB graphics
I've
card.
never built something that old.
It's gonna be good.
So I started building a PC when I was 18, and back around that time,
So that was last year.
But back then they had a i5 4690, I think.
I
and,
already know we're gonna do early Core 2 Duo.
and also a GTX 970. Those were my first CPU and GPU.
Ruur2 says, did it have SATA back then? Yes, it does, but we'll try to see if we can find some older devices as well. So my kid has to fiddle around with master and slave IDE
Something
cables.
that old. Yup. The thing is, like, everybody in the team is older than me,
He's older than you.
and they wanted me to experience what they experienced, and
The struggles.
if I can build it, then
NRT
they'll-
says it's not that old. No,
not
that's
that-
true, but this is the oldest working stuff I could still find in my house. But I think still, 2006, it's 2024.
I mean,
it's quite old.
I also brought a Voodoo GPU. last
Electro
week.
Dicer says, don't forget optical drives. No, we definitely won.
But yeah, it's going to be fun, it's probably gonna be fun for you guys, not for me.
My kid,
For me, it's going to be
how are the eyes? Because I have our last winner, and the honor
okay.
is all yours.
SLI.
That's
right?
a lie. Congratulations. You also won a Steam wallet code.
Yeah, congratulations.
So congrats again to all the winners. Keep an eye on your mailbox. My kid will email the codes to you in the coming days. If he doesn't, come here back next week to complain about it. If you have nothing to complain about, still come back here next week to see my kid struggle with that old PC.
No, the user is called SLI.
The user was called SLI. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna do SLI.
So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining today.
Yeah,
We
I
hope you
you
liked the
enjoyed it.
monitor. We hope you liked our perfect gameplay in Valorant.
The
And-
surrender.
We hope to see you again next stream, same place, same time, and hopefully see you then. Thank you for
Alright.
watching, and goodbye.
Have a nice evening, guys, and don't forget to
Bye.
watch soccer tonight.
Of course not. And the Netherlands will beat England. Bye.
Bye.